Hello, this is Ed White. I'm so glad you're with me today. Today we're going to talk about scapegoating. What is scapegoating? Scapegoating refers to the act of blaming a person or a group for something bad that has happened or that someone else has done. Scapegoating can happen to protect the image of the family or people who favored in the family, not just the self. It is common to one person be the scapegoat, but it can happen with more than one person. So you say, am I a scapegoat? How was I chosen? Well, there's a myriad of reasons why a parent might choose a scapegoat as a child, but it never is the child's fault. So I want you to know that. Even though you're an adult right now, it was never your fault. While some might be nonsensical, some arbitrary facts that influence this, it can include birth order, gender, looks and appearance, intellect, skin color, sexual orientation, or gender identification. For example, one boy in a family might be the favorite or the golden child, and we'll get to that one day, the golden child, while the second born daughter is assigned the scapegoat role. On the other hand, a narcissistic parent might prefer the child who brings the most glory to the family, while scapegoating the child who does not boost the family public image. So that's how you become a scapegoat. So how do I get out of it? Or explain to me what the effects are. So the effects of being a scapegoat puts children in a disadvantage. Some ways can show in the life itself. It includes the trauma, being deprived of a family love, singled out as the bad one or the black sheep in the whole household, and having one positive attributes overlooked for their lifetime. Emotionally, physically distressed, where they struggle believing they are good, worthy, competent, and even likable. Toxic relationships and environment. It can also result in these individuals entering into friendships, romantic relationships, and work environments that are abusive and harmful. Normalizing dysfunctional behavior. Dysfunction and abuse often feel normal for a family scapegoat, making it difficult for them to spot dangerous people and places before harm is done. Difficulties with boundaries. The fact that gaslighting is common in dysfunctional families make it challenging for abused individuals to set boundaries and recognize when other people's behaviors cross the line. They are more likely to believe that they are exaggerating or being too sensitive or can't trust their own judgment. Self-sabotage, self-harm. Scapegoats tend to internalize harmful messages that they receive about themselves from birth or early childhood and onward. This could result in a child engaging in self-sabotage or self-harm, such as doing poorly in school, neglecting self-care, engaging in risky activities or behaviors, and acting out in ways that indicate they deserve the title of the scapegoat. Now, how can we get out of this? How can the scapegoat get out of this? Now, attempting to heal from this reprehensible behavior can take a lifetime, which is why it's important to consult a therapist, a coach, a mental health provider, whoever specializes in dysfunctional families and childhood trauma about starting the recovery process. Healing will look different for individuals, but people who have been scapegoats as children will have to decide how to interact with their families as adults. Prioritize your mental health. Be prepared for relatives, friends, and even strangers to conceive you or rethink your boundaries. Many people know little about the psychological toll that dysfunctional families or parents with personality disorders, substance use or disorders, or other problems have on children. It's easy for outsiders to assume that because they had loving parents, or it looked like they had loving parents, everything else did as well. Some people may also get confused by parents' public persona. For example, if a parent appears to be loving in front of the audiences, because that's what it is, it's an act, the idea that this person could be abusive in private may result in cognitive dissonance. So how do we get out of this? Create boundaries, brothers and sisters. Create boundaries. Communicate as less as possible until you're able to heal from all of this stuff. Listen, moving forward in your life, it takes a great support system. It takes people, therapists, people that work in trauma, like myself, to really help you get past that. You can decide, and you can do better. So I'm telling you today, you're not alone. Remember, you're not a scapegoat, because it wasn't yours from the beginning. Bye for now.